Are you being productive for God's glory? Hey guys, it's me Victoria with the video today asking about if you're productive for God or not. The word productive is pretty weird. What do you mean by that? I will tell you what I mean. Turn with me to Matthew chapter 25. We're going to be reading verses 14 through 30. Reading from the New King James Version. For the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country, who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability. And immediately he went on a journey. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them, and made another 5 talents. And likewise, he who had received 2 gained 2 more also. But he who had received 1 went and dug in the ground and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants came and settled accounts with them. So he who had received 5 talents came and brought 5 other talents, saying, Lord, you delivered to me 5 talents. Look, I have gained 5 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. He also, who had received 2 talents, came and said, Lord, you delivered to me 2 talents. Look, I have gained 2 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you were to be a hard man, reaping where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. And I was afraid and went and hid your talent in the ground. Look, there, you have what is yours. But his Lord answered and said to him, You wicked and lazy servant! You knew that I reap where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers, and at my coming I would have received back my own with interest. So take the talent from him and give it to him who has 10 talents. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the unprofitable servant into the outer darkness. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So in the parable, they talk about talents meaning money for their time, but let's relate that to today with our actual talents. You know, things we're good at doing. Let's say God gives one person like singing, dancing, acting, all those kinds of talents, and they use it for God's glory, bringing all these souls in. God's gonna be like, thanks for using what I gave you. And then you have one person who maybe just had a friendly smile, and they didn't even share that for God's glory. God is pretty much saying, you had a whole lifetime to use what I gave you for my glory, but you couldn't even do that. So at the beginning of the video, when I asked you if you're productive for God's glory, that's what I mean. Are you using the gifts and talents that God has given you? Or are you kind of sitting on them? So after reading that parable a couple times through, I kind of just internalized it and kind of just related it to my own life. I don't want to be like the unprofitable servant with all the talents I have, not even using them for God's glory. I want to use them all to get a gain for God's kingdom. And personally for me, I feel like I have so many that I can't just try to focus on one at a time. I mean, life is short. I want to do as many things as I can, as soon as I can, and on as big of a scale as I can. But something that I am understanding now is that maybe God doesn't want me to use all my talents on such a huge scale. Maybe he just wants me to use what I've got for the people and circumstances around me. So I need to pray and ask God to help me to be fine with that because I'm used to showing out for God. So all things considered, after hearing that parable, I wrote a list of all the talents that I believe God has given me. So, my challenge to you watching this would be to make your list of the talents God has given you. Even if it's only 1 or 2 things. If you don't know what your talents are, then you need to pray and ask God to reveal it to you. Once you figure it out, because he will tell you, make the list, pray and ask God to help you become profitable and productive for his glory, using those talents. Pray for his will to be done, for his timing, and for him to be glorified, not you. So guys, don't hide away all your talents like the unprofitable servant. With Christ, you can do this. Hey guys, thanks for sticking with me to the end of the video. I hope you all liked it and got something from it. Be sure to go down there and click subscribe for more quality content. And if you'd like, you can financially support the channel through PayPal or Patreon. I'll see you guys next time.